All right. So have you ever come across this in Acumatica where you've got an employee and they're marked as active,
Uh-huh.
but they can't get into the system?
Yeah.
Like you see user inactive, but the employee themselves isn't inactive.
Yeah, I've seen this happen quite a few times, actually.
Yeah, it's super frustrating, especially when it messes up all the workflows.
Yeah, it can really throw a wrench in things.
It really can. But luckily, we've got some insight into this problem
Oh, good.
from someone who has actually dealt with this quite a bit.
Right.
So I want to introduce Salman,
Okay.
who is a functional consultant at Tayana Solutions.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, he's got 5 years of ERP experience,
Wow.
and he's tackled over 10 unique Acumatica scenarios.
That's impressive.
So he's definitely seen his fair share of these user problems.
Yeah, he probably knows this stuff inside and out by now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what has Salman found? What's the root of this problem?
Well, he found that it's often in how employees and users are linked inside Acumatica. It's like this crucial step that people kind of miss during setup,
Yeah, it's easy to overlook.
but it has a huge impact on how employees show up at work groups,
Right.
the company tree, all that stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so can you walk me through like what that actually looks like in the system?
Sure. So, like, imagine you're setting up a new sales rep, right?
Uh-huh.
You create the employee record, easy peasy.
Right.
Then you make their user account so they can log in.
Makes sense.
But here's the thing. If you don't specifically link that user account back to the employee record,
Whoa.
using the link to entity field on the user screen,
Yeah.
Acumatica doesn't fully connect them.
Okay, so it's like having two separate files that should have been merged.
Exactly.
Okay.
And without that link, the employee might show up as active in like some parts of the system,
Uh-huh.
but inactive in others.
Oh, I see.
It just creates a lot of inconsistencies.
Gotcha.
And it makes things like managing permissions and workflows a real headache.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So how does Salman recommend we fix this?
Well, it's actually really simple once you know what to do.
Okay.
First, you got to make sure the user status is set to active.
Okay.
Sometimes that's all it is.
All right.
Then you make sure the user has a role in the system,
Hmm?
giving them the right permissions.
Yeah.
And finally, the most important step,
Okay.
go into the user screen and use that link to entity field
Right.
to connect the user to the employee record.
See, it's so simple when you explain it like that. It's just connecting the dots.
Yeah. You just got to make sure everything's lined up properly.
Exactly.
And the best part about Salman's approach is it's not just about fixing this one problem.
Right.
It's about understanding why it happened in the first place.
Uh-huh.
And then you can stop it from happening again.
I like that proactive approach.
Yeah, absolutely.
It really shows the value of having someone like Salman with his Acumatica expertise.
Definitely.
If you're dealing with this kind of user issue
Mhm.
or really any Acumatica challenge, you should reach out to Tayana Solutions.
Great idea.
They've got a whole team of consultants who can help you optimize your system.
That sounds really helpful.
Yeah, you can give them a call at 678-910-2774.
Easy enough.
Honestly, you won't regret it.
I bet.
It's amazing how smoothly things run when you have the right people helping you.
You got that right.
Couldn't agree more.
All right, well, thanks for breaking that down for us. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It was super insightful.
Glad to hear it.
All right, catch you later.
Yes, see ya.